that. Robert Demons, he's in California. Robert lives in Oakland, but he was at the time down in the LA area when he actually took a class that I was teaching at with another person, and basically the money that he used to pay for my class, at the time it was like a special class, and it was like $1,500 for the class that he took. And the really neat thing was is his first deal he put together was $1,400. So he made all but $100 back, and he did it 2 weeks after I showed him how to do it. In fact, the deal was in St. Pete, Florida, which was done with my agent that ran my real estate office. So it was, you know, connections. And then he turned around and did it in Chicago, and he made a $10,000 profit wholesaling a house to another student, who then fixed the house up and sold it. But he got 10 grand for nothing. Okay, isn't that nice?
That's really carried the
contract. What? Yeah, he just hustled the contract. That's all. You know. And the really cool thing was land contract. Or see, now you got me saying it.
Yeah.
Land trust. Yeah. No closing costs or anything. So when he said he wanted $10,000 for to buy the contract, he assigned the beneficial interest, and he got $10,000. No, you know, closing costs or anything. It's a whole 10 grand. And now he works at LoopNet. I'm like, how much do you make at LoopNet? He's like, I got frontline on deals.
Yeah.
And I don't have to pay for it. So I haven't talked to him in about a couple months, but I know he's still cranking out deals. One more. I'll show you another one, which is coming up here shortly. Leo Nalaska. You might know Leo. Do you know Leo?
Leo Nalaska?
Yeah. He's up in Fresno.
You know what? I think he did call me before. I think I have talked to him.
He wholesaled. These are his exact words, so I put them up there. He wholesaled 10 properties, and he flipped where he bought, fixed, and sold 3 properties. Red is definitely going to change tomorrow. he did 10 wholesale deals and 3 houses. Now, he's military. He served in Iraq and Afghanistan. So he's very what? Tight-lipped. Doesn't say a lot. So I was like, well, how much did you make? And he's like, well, I'd really rather not talk about that. So, I can't show you how much he made, but he did do, he's like, well, I did do 10 properties I wholesaled. I said, so you made like 5 grand a house? Like, oh, you're good. He's going to be my next divorce attorney. His techniques worked every time and helped me transition from the military to the real estate lifestyle. And he's very thankful. I actually got a video testimonial of him when I was down at the REI Expo down in San Diego or wherever it was. So I helped him transition from the military. And I mean, I know he did share with me some, you know, pretty rough stories. And you know, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He's like, I take care of my family, and I don't have to worry about anything. So Johnny is in Pennsylvania. He lives in the Poconos. He spent thousands and thousands and tens of thousands on others' training. He had serious doubts, but he took a chance on my training, and he's glad that he did. These are his exact words. I don't ad-lib or anything. He closed on his first deal. He made $18,254.40. Okay, and the reason it's an exact number is because I saw the check. And I said, can I have a copy of it? He's like, I cashed it. I'm like, well, just send me a copy. So I got a copy. Then, right after that, he posted on Facebook, and he says, hey, by the way, we sold our last project and made right at $50,000. Okay, he's got a special needs daughter, and he gets to stay home and take care of her. You know, it's really cool. That's really exciting. 50 grand on a flip, and he did it with another student. So they split the 50 grand. Oh, in the Poconos where you can't buy houses and flip them like this here, you can't do that here. Anybody hear that ever?
Never works where you live.
Yeah. That's why I always go somewhere else. It works everywhere, guys. This will work everywhere. Look, does that look familiar? That's not me. It kind of does look like me, though. But have you guys blown it on some great opportunity in the past? Just totally have an opportunity and just completely blown it?
Sure.
Haven't we all? And what do you say every time that happens?
I'll never let that happen again.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, there's a piece of property in St. Petersburg, Florida that I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I could have got it for $200,000. It sold for $6.4 million. Ever hear of Honeywell? Yeah, they bought it. It's a little company. They make electronic stuff. So you guys have said that in the past. You felt that pain, right? All right, so, and the first thing that I know that I say is, whoops, come on, really? Why did it jump? Took away the aspect of it. There we go. And, there we go.
Read fast.
I'll read it to you real fast. It says that don't let it pass you by again. All right, something like that. Then don't miss this one. See, it went real fast, didn't it? Yes. Don't let it get away. So let me tell you what I got. I've got the pretty awesome ability of helping a lot of people. There's Ron Field. There's Jean Norton. Oh, that's her name is slipping my mind right now. Hencharko. There's Johnny Parker. That girl right there, that's her daughter. And this guy was just being really cool. I'm kind of hard to see. I'm right there in the back. I'm always hard to see in the pictures, so I always make sure that everybody can see me. So I like to put my hands out there. So, and what's this one? This one's funny. And you know, the funny thing is nobody knows I'm doing that. They're all looking at the camera, right? But these are all people that I helped. That last one there. What happened? Come on. Sorry about guys, my slide. Come on, participate. This one was Armando Montelago's first mentor group. I was there. Here's the cool thing. She's bought and sold hundreds of houses. This guy here is this couple's son. He's done hundreds of houses. And she worked at Starbucks, and she put $250,000 together in Starbucks. She says, how am I going to find money? I says, who buys $5 coffees? She says, idiots and people with money. And I'm like, well, find the idiots with money. So she did. She found two guys, and they both put in $125,000. And she bought her first flip, and she sold it. And she just contacted me last month, and I'm helping her sell another piece of property that she bought. She slept through the whole thing. But this was the first class, and I can't use any of their testimonials. Because they're Armando. Ooh, but I did it. Anyways, here's the cool thing is I can help you guys have success like this. I mean, that's a lot of people, right, that are putting deals together. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put you right here. Who wants to be my next success story?
Right here. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
If you didn't raise your hand, raise it anyways. Okay? Raise your hand. Say, Cliff, I want to be your next success story.
I want to be your next story.
Right here. Right on. All right. So let me tell you how we can do that. See, here's how. My timings are way off. They're just really slow. I went from PC to a Mac, so I'm still.
I don't think you were ever PC.
I like the Mac, but the timings are. It's usually automatic. So here's what I got. I've got a 13-week hand-holding coaching program. Now, oh God, it's $5,000, right? Yeah, it is. And why is it? Because it's worth it. Would you pay for something if it was worth it? Of course. Of course. So, I have taught people how to do this for a very long time. Okay, 17 years. And in doing this for 17 years, I figured out what you need and what you don't need. Okay? So what you don't need is, smoke. You don't need smoke blowing. How do you say that politely? You know what I'm saying? You don't need that, okay? What you need is someone to, what? Drive you. Drive you to do what needs to be done. Everybody in here is putting in 15 to 20 offers a day, right? Right. Well, if you were in my program, you would be, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. If you put in 10 offers a day, what's your odds of getting a deal?
Good.
Goes way up, okay? You're not here just to hang out. You want to be a real estate investor, is that true?
Right.
Okay? And if you want to find deals, you have to do what? You have to take action, right? If you don't, if you sit there and watch Jerry Springer, you'll start relating to it. And then you're in trouble. So what I did is I sat down and I figured out step by step by step by step. How did I get started? What did I do to get started in this business? And I sat down and I said, well, the first thing I did was this, and then the next thing I did was this. And then I looked at all the years that I've been doing this and I says, what made this work? Okay? And then I automated all those things. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So like when I opened up my real estate office, I hired realtors, or realtors, like they say on a TV commercial. And I taught them how to do real estate the way I wanted them to do it. Not the Century 21 way, not the Coldwell Banker way. All those do is rotate people through their inventory of you know, if you're a real estate agent, they hire you right out green, and they put you in there, they give you some training to teach you their way of doing it, and they go get them, boys, right, or girls, right? And then the ones that don't ever come back, oh well, we didn't invest a lot of money into them. And it's a revolving door, okay? I didn't want to create that with my real estate students, and that's why all of my classes were so good, and you'd think that the gurus would want me to continue working for them, right? Why do you think they don't? Why do you think the gurus, after about 2 years, say, Cliff?
Because the students started asking you questions.
Oh, well, that has happened on stage, and said, why is he saying this, and you're doing this, and your way works, and his way is shit? That was what was actually said on stage in front of 750 people. I didn't last long much after that. He turned the color of your shirt. Okay. So what happens is I don't want to teach you something that you're not going to use. Is that fair? Okay. Now, I put it all together in a way that works. It's 2 weekly webinars. Okay. Live with me. Okay. And there'll be other people on there, but not a lot. And why is that? I want people in the room, so to speak, you know, on the webinar, in the room. Why do you think I want other people in there? All of us together, working together through my program. Why do you think I want all of you on?
Takes a team.
Takes a team.
Network with other investors.
Networking. If you find a deal and you get on the webinar and you say, Cliff, I found this deal, and then we work through it and you put it together, and then you say, I don't have the money to do this. Anybody in the room have the money to put it together? Somebody does. I guarantee you there's $1 million in this room. Guarantee it. Okay? Because I used to, one of the things when I was doing it for the gurus, I had them all fill out a piece of paper, you know, a form that says how much money they have to invest. So I know there's $1 million in there. So 13 weeks, 2 webinars a week. Is that cool? Telling you step by step exactly everything that you need to do. And giving you stuff to do to make it happen. Because if you're going to take this, I want you to do stuff. Why? I want to brag. I want to put your picture up here and say, you know, you did the deal and you took my training, and 3 weeks after you were done, you put a house together and you put $100,000 in your pocket. We just made $292,000 in Irvine.
Wow.
Oh, in an area that you can't do this. Because you can't buy houses at a discount in Irvine. Okay, and I sold it for $7,500 over appraised value. Yeah, and I physically did the rehab.
Wow. So it didn't need much?
Personally. Oh God, no, I did a $100,000 rehab on it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the reason I did it is because people said, You haven't rehabbed a house in forever. How do you know how to teach that? Watch. I made a video of it too.
How did you find it? How did you
Wholesale deal from another networking. Guy calls me up and says, "Hey, why don't we record this? Let's flip it and record it." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, netted $292.
Wow.
We were in it for $380, sold it for $672, $500. Rehab was $75 plus holding costs. So not bad. It didn't suck. I made some money too. All right, and I got paid to rehab it. I mean, I actually charged them to rehab it, which was cool. All right, so you're also going to get free entry to all of my events for a year. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you become a member with me, that's forever. And I'll put it in writing. Is that fair? You can come to all my future events.
It's good.
Everybody's excited.
Yeah.
It's so quiet. It's like, oh my God, he's almost down to the bottom. He's going to want money. Nah. All right, so you also get into my super secret private Facebook group. I say priceless because I've got 19 members in there that are in my advanced apprenticeship program. Now, they paid $17,000 to get in there. I'm not going to ask you for that, okay? This is the different circumstances and scenario. They needed more than I think what you needed, and they needed one-on-one attention. So I'm going to put you into that group with those people. Is that cool? Susan's in that group. Robert's in that group. You follow what I'm saying? The people that are putting deals together in that group. So in other words, if you run across something and you're going to learn exactly how to know whether it's a deal or not, exactly, even before the listing agent knows, you'll have a place or a venue to do what? Present it to. Okay, with people that have money. Because they have money. One of the persons has $400,000 sitting in a self-directed IRA right now. And I'm diligently looking for something in LA. I have a reason. I've got a casting call. I don't want to be on TV, but I'm going to figure it out. So, so you get into that. You get 1 year hands-on training, okay? Let me explain to you what that is. Number one, you get the 13 weeks, okay? And after that, you're going to have 1 year of where you're going to be able to have me help you put the deal together, help you structure the deal. Have me, not some guy in Utah, me. Okay? Big difference. You guys understand what I'm talking about? Okay? Because I'll tell you, the guys in Utah, and now it's all computerized, but it used to be they had big binders. And you would ask a question, and it would be categorized in this one, and they could open it up and give you the answer. Because they worked at, or they went to school at BYU. Is it BYU? Yeah, forgive me on. They're college kids. You're going to get to talk to me. All right? And that's kind of what the next thing is here. You get access to private lenders. Maybe it was the next one. On that, it's not in here, but I don't know what happened to it. It was supposed to be next. The hands-on training, the 1 year, you're going to get my cell phone number. Okay? So if you're working a deal, you call me on the cell phone when something goes wrong. You call me on the cell phone when you can't figure it out. And what will I do? I'll make it happen. And if I can't, I'll tell you exactly why and what you need to do to make it happen. How's that? Because not all deals are cut and dry, and they're never the same. I've never put two deals together that are the same. It's kind of like snowflakes, right? They're always different. And you're going to get 5 personal deal reviews. That's where I sit down with you. You're ready to pull the trigger on something and go to closing. I'm going to physically review all your closing paperwork, all of your aspects of what the deal is, look at your appraisal and analyze it and tell you if it's something that I would do. Is that cool? Now, I'm not an attorney. I can't give you legal advice, and I have to say that. But I've got 22 years of experience. I can tell you whether I would do the deal or not. And if it's not the way that I like it, what I would do to change the deal, that's not legal advice. That's telling you how I would do the deal. Is that fair? Is that good? Do you think you could not screw up any deals? That's important. I know more people that put deals together that get screwed up than put money in their pocket. Okay? Because it happens. All right? So if you total this all up, it's oh God, there it is. It's $29,498. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Okay, so who wants to give me 29,000 bucks right now? Because we can stop this. I just need one. Totally make that drive worth it, right? Now, I've watched people buy less than this for more than this. Okay, because I knew what the end result was going to be. It was going to be put on the shelf, right? That's why I made this a 13-week program. Oh, and don't think you're going to miss a call. Because we'll stop the call and we'll call you. Because it takes action to make money in this game, man. It really does. And the thing that I think was the best thing that I learned all the years that I was in business is I didn't know you couldn't do this. I didn't have people saying, Cliff, you can't do this. Okay? You can't do this. Well, of course you can. You don't know. So of course you can do anything, right? You with me? All right, so here's the cool thing. I'm going to give you guys a really cool deal. Take Action Now discount. What would you think is a good discount? Now, I did a lot of research on this, and I came up with the exact price that everybody said that they wanted to pay for this kind of training. Because I asked them in a survey, and I says, hey, what do you want? What did you get? What didn't you get on your other training if you took something? What was missing? What would have made it worth it? And a lot of people were happy with the $40,000 that they spent. Especially the ones that just spent it. Because they're still high. Right? And what I came up with was a 13-week hand-holding program. This is what they asked for. Because I gave them choices. And I gave them a number. Okay, I gave them several numbers to pick. And it was all over the board, but the consensus was this. $4,998. They said, Cliff, if you can give us all of that for $4,998, it would be very valuable and good for us. Okay? So that's what I'm asking for my program. You're going to get me 22 years of experience. How many gurus have 22 years of experience? Not a lot. And I'm not a guru. Although I'm going to buy cliffgager.guru, because that's coming out now. No, I'm not. I don't want to be a guru. I'm the anti-guru. Anyways, and I know that it's a lot of money, though, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Okay. But if you can remember, the one couple made $275,000 in their first year. Okay. Robert made $10,000 on his second deal, and that was only a couple months after he took the training. Okay. You guys can do the same thing. And the difference is we're going to be structured on a 13-week program, and you're going to be doing steps as we go. And what's going to happen is you're going to actually be doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not going to teach you how to do something. We're going to do it. Is that fair? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have watch videos? Because I got videos too. You get full access to that as well. So if you're sitting there on, we do the Tuesdays and Thursdays, and if you want to learn something on Wednesday, you can log in and look at all my videos. I have them all there. So I want you to do something right now, and the reason I want you to do something right now is I'm going to make it really easy for you. How many gurus finance their real estate training?
Is it?
None? Why not? Really? Why, the $40,000 program, why wouldn't they take payments? Come on, think. Why do you think they would?
They want your money.
Because they're
to make
afraid
deals.
their people are not going to do anything and they're going to get mad. They'll have buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse, and they will continue paying after they have buyer's remorse.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Probably not.
How long do you think technically they would collect? How long does the high last?
2 months.
Maybe?
2 or 3 months.
Yeah. So they're going to sell you a $40,000 program, or in this case a $29,000 program, for $5,000 and give you payments. They will never, ever do that. They might say, hey, go over to this guy, he'll give you financing, right? Like an unsecured credit. Because they get what? They get their money up front. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Okay? You give me $2,500 down, $2,499. and you make 6 payments of $425. If you can't make the $425, talk to me. Is that fair? I do this because I care. I really do. I want you to be successful. I want to put your face up there, and I know how to do it. I really, really know how to do it. And I'm really, really good at teaching people how to do it. So, does that sound like a good thing?
Yeah.
Do you want more?
Sure.
Oh wait, there's more. Now there isn't. This is it right here. There's no excuses for your success. I learned that the hard way, and let me explain to you what I mean by that. Number one, if you're not successful, whose fault is it? Okay? But we live in a society today that blames everything and anything on everything else but yourself. Okay? I was somewhere in my 30s when I realized the world didn't owe me a living. Okay? And I was making money when I realized that. Because at 33 years old, when everything fell apart with my divorce and everything, I went to a guy that I made a multi-millionaire and I said, I need a job. I need to work. Okay? Because my business ceased to exist. In-laws stole money, and it's a long story. But it was really bad. And he wouldn't even give me a job. I said, I just want to sweep the floors. And he wouldn't give me a job. I made him a millionaire. So what did I get out of that? I don't get anything unless I do it myself. For myself. To myself. That's a different story. So, if you're not putting in offers, it's your fault. If you're not getting offers accepted, it's your fault. Because you haven't taken what?
Action.
Action. So, my program is designed to make you take action. It's going to make you literally write the offers, because that's going to be part of it. And the neat thing is I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, and we're going to talk about how to do it. Not just, I'm not going to teach you, go fill this out. You're going to be on the other end, and you're going to be filling out the contract. Is that cool? Because if you don't know what the contract says, and you don't know how to fill it out, how could you ever be a real estate investor? If you don't know how the numbers work, we're going to learn how to figure out what those numbers are. I've got a spreadsheet. You plug everything in, you plug one number in, bam, it's done. You know exactly what to offer, and you know what to go up to and when to stop. Oh, and remember talking about going backwards? You want to know how to go backwards? I can take you from having a contract and go backwards, sometimes $10,000 or $15,000. You want to know how to do that? Yes. Sign up for the program and I'll teach you. No, I'll give you a freebie. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Price reduction.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You get the house under contract, and you always ask for a price reduction. But here's how you ask for it. There's 4 ways. 2 of them are going to be exactly the same, but just listen. Ready? You're going to write this down? This will make you $10,000 on your first deal. So you know what you do with that extra $10,000?
Give it to
Your
you.
course.
No, just give it to me.
Oh, there you
Split
go.
it with you.
I'm gonna buy you another pickup.
There's a pickup. I like pickups. All right. The first one is you want a price reduction. Hey, we looked at the property, we had our inspection done, and it needs a new roof. And they're like, didn't you do an didn't you look at the house before you bought it? Well, yes, I thought the roof would make it. It's got a big hole in it. And we weren't aware that there was going to actually be a roof. Now, Bakersfield, California, guess how much a roof is in Bakersfield? 8 times more than it is in LA. Why?
Because of the heat.
Because of the heat, and they're all made out of cedar shakes. They're wood. So the lenders require immediately that they will never finance a deal with cedar shakes. So you have to replace them. So all the guys from LA said, oh, let's go do roofs up there. So they're very expensive. So you go to them and you say, hey, I want a price reduction because the roof is going to cost me $7,500 and we weren't expecting that when we ran our numbers. Okay? And they already accepted your deal at 55%. Okay? So we want to take $7,500 off. Okay? Or give us a $7,500 credit. So you either want a price reduction or you want a credit at closing. Okay? For whatever the amount is. And if you get a $5,000 estimate to repair the roof, you need $7,500 from to fix the roof, right? You guys with me on that? If you get an extra $2,500, what do you do with that?
Send it to you.
Invest it in Cliff. Cliff will invest that for you. This is a new boat motor I want. Okay, the third option is do the repairs for me. You put a new roof on it. Okay? So you say to your agent, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give them 4 options. Number 1, they can either give me a $7,500 price reduction, or they can give me a $7,500 credit at closing, or they can give me, they can fix the roof themselves, put a new roof on it. Okay, if they put the new roof on it, yay, it's less work you got to do, and you just got a free roof. Okay, or I walk. The 4th option is we're done. Goodbye, sayonara, see you later, hasta la vista.
Is that a contingency in the contract?
No. This is after we've accepted the deal and I just had my inspections done. This is during my due diligence period. Okay, I will always ask for money.
Is that an addendum?
Well, I can just call you on the phone and you'll write up the addendum, right?
Sure.
You would never call the agent and just do it verbally. Everything's in everything in writing, always. Okay. What if they say no? Well, will you give me 5,000? No. Okay. How about 3,500? You see what I'm saying? The average that we've got over the last 2 years is $9,000. Even after they told us, don't ask for a price reduction, you'll never get it. The average is $9,000 bucks. Just made you $9,000 on your next deal. And you're not excited. So here's your options, guys. All right, it's a one-time payment of $49.98. So you pay that one-time payment, you've got me for what? For a lifetime. Okay? To help you put your deals together. When you do that, when you do it with the gurus, you got to slide that 4 over and put a 9 there. Right?
Right.
And then, how many times do you get to talk to them?
Once or twice.
If. If. Yeah. So this, you know, I do have a little bit of humor, so sometimes it takes a little time to get through to get to the answers, but I'm pretty good. Here's a cool thing. I know the answer. I really do. And if I don't, I know how to get it relatively quick. Henry Ford did a thing one time, way back when. He invited a whole bunch of reporters into his office, and he says, I can answer any question on any subject. And he's sitting there, and they start throwing these questions out, and he answers the question. Well, how did he answer it? Well, first he picked up the phone, and he says, hey, here's the question. Okay, good. And he hung it up. And then the next question, he picked up this phone over here, and he says, hey, here's the question. And then he answered it. So he had like 21 phones. They didn't have push buttons back then. He had like 20 phones on his desk. And he would just pick up a different phone. So it's not, do you know all the answers? It's, do you know where to get them?
Right.
Okay? And that's what I have become over the years. I know the answers. I've done 1,500 plus deals. Wouldn't you want that on your team? To give you all the answers that you need. To make you take action to put your deals together. Pay $49.98 and you're in. Okay? If you can't, again, I also said that I'll give you another option, which is a down payment of $24.99. If you divide that by 12, it's chump change, isn't it? For what it could be. If you put together your first deal, and you haven't done any deals yet, what do you think you could make on your first deal? 10 grand? Let's say you only make 5 grand. It's free. So take this training, put together your first deal, make 5 grand on it, and you get it for free. And you can still call me. Because I'm going to have to come and take pictures of you. Because I can't use the Facebook fake picture there, you know, for you. And it's just $425 a month. 6 payments. If you want to make 12 payments and make it half of that, I can do that too. Because you're paying me. And guess what? When you make payments, you're going to be what? Engaged. Okay? It's going to give you, oh crap, I got to pay him that $425 again. Don't worry, it's automatic. Okay. All right. But you're gonna be like, oh crap, that 425. I better call him and do something. Right? I want you to be engaged. Does this sound like anything that makes sense to you? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, there are no excuses. Your success is 13 weeks away. Okay? I know I can put a deal together in 13 weeks. Okay? And I know that you can too. But who has to do it?
We do.
You do. Okay? So there we go. Your action is required. You have to do something to make it happen. Right? And we're at 5 o'clock. We're an hour over.
And nobody's coming in here to kick us out, which is great.
That's awesome.
Yay!
So if you're really interested in doing this, I'm here for you. If you're not, I'm here for you. Okay? I want you to be successful. I'll be more here for you if you do the program.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank
You know,
you.
and the other thing is, you're going to have somebody that's going to be fun to work with. That makes it.
I am a little fun. Some people don't think so,
Yeah.
but screw them. Awesome.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Hang out. We're going to go downstairs into the bar lounge after this for food,
I
drinks,
like
and
this
fun,
guy.
whatever else. So, you know, and there's the patio out there to walk around, enjoy the view.
Beautiful out there. Awesome.
People be here. Come up, ask some questions.
Yeah.